Just had a big plate of rice and 2 egg omelette, brown rice. So we are 3 and a bit hours out from the race. We got an hour and a half drive. So gonna set off soon, and then we'll see you there. Race time! We're here. Everything's ready. Well, apart from me, I'm not ready. You can't see it, but this is a giant car park. Azerbaijan, which is where we are now, I would actually go as far as to say it's like a central hub on this side of Wales, the east side. I know you have Cardiff and Newport, but Azerbaijan, there's been races here, and big races, like throughout its time. Actually, that road there is, we did circuits of like, I don't know, like a 10k lap at the end of the National Road Race Championships a couple of years ago, and this is where I won. This is where I won the Under 23 Championship. So Azerbaijan has a special place in my heart. Charlie's just gone in search of food. I've got my number. I'm number 17, so I just signed on. And what usually happens is, for these open events, you sign on and then you have to sign when you finish as well. So I've had my coffee. I'm intending to ride to the start, which is like 2 or 3 miles away, and that's basically going to be my warm-up. The shorter the event, longer the warm-up. The longer event, the shorter the warm-up. I'm also intending to ride back home from here, so that'll be another 100k, so 180k a day. And I'm still going to go with the same pacing strategy, which is to ride it at or near 320 watts. And feel my way through it, feel where the headwinds are, press on a little bit where the headwinds are, and then ease off a little bit where the tailwinds are. My goal is sub 2 hours for 50 miles on a road bike. See-through pocket. It's not from No Pins actually. This is a test skin suit that I was given about 2 years ago actually. But handy little trick that I learned when I was racing to keep your radio in, your race radio, not that I'm having a race radio, but on the back of the skin suit at the top of the collar, I've pinned on the inside like a little, like a sunglasses bag, I suppose. You could put anything in there. You could put like your car keys in there. I'm going to put my phone in there. It's obviously out of the way of the wind, being that it'll be right behind my head. But it also means if I get a mechanical, I can call you. So I've got multiple options for the weather, but it's quite mild, so I'm going to be using my No Pins aero socks that I had when I was on Swift Carbon, so still got those. Going to use those. I'm going to use my Aero Coach mitts, wherever they've gone. Decked out in aero stuff, regardless if it makes me quicker or not. Yeah, oh, one more thing. This magical hack that someone told me about, and I've tried it, it does work. So we've got 2 sachets of beta fuel in here, which is 160 grams of carbs. I'm probably going to be going through about just over 2,000 kgs of work in this TT. Obviously there's only so much you can consume given that it is a time trial, but the intensity I'm riding at, that's roughly what we're going to be going for. But it's just all liquid for this time trial, there's no food. But this, so instead of having bottles and bottle cages on the bike, I'm going for this down the front, with this going down my arm and coming out the bottom. We tried it anyway, it actually looks really good, apart from the fact that it makes me look like you have a pooch. I have a dad bod. So you'll get to see what I look like in like 40 years time, or 30 years time rather. What do you think? It's a look, isn't it? Actually feels like surprisingly good. It's against my skin, so it's not like sliding down. It comes on the inside of the arm. I'm sure loads of people do this already for time trials. And it'll get smaller and smaller, so as I get faster, I should also get leaner. What does it look like from the side then? It just looks massive, but the thing is, what I've been told is, you're hitting the air anyway, and it's not actually there's like no penalty for it because it's all disturbed air coming at you. So I've been told by some of the best people in the business, because I'm a skinny climber and I need my jacket taken before the start. And you're not allowed to turn up. The start is on a dual carriageway. Look at that.
I'll come.
The bike hasn't been modified much at all, apart from no bottle cages. And race wheels, but you're not allowed wheels deeper than 6 centimeters for this time trial. So it is pretty old school, apart from basically what you're wearing.
You're like a little Robin with your big fat belly and your skinny little legs.
What did John used to say? Never sacrifice style for speed.
Yeah.
I feel like this is a big no-no.
2 hours later.
I even tried to find a new umbrella and they weren't any left. Thanks.
What the heck is going on? So do you want to tell them what happened? Oh, I'll tell them what happened. So basically, you got my jacket, I'm guessing. So I rode it off, obviously, to the start. Went down like the back road and I wanted to give Charlie my coat. You took the wrong turn because it's the roundabout is like, there must be like 7 exits off the roundabout. You took the wrong turn, you ended up going down the course, which was parallel to the back road that I was on.
With no like slip roads off, you have to keep going to...
Yeah, you have to keep going to the next roundabout, which is like 5 miles down the road. So what happened then was, basically, I had to leave my lovely jacket in a hedge. So you're coming from this way, from the dual carriageway. You take a left in here, opposite this farm entrance. And then this single bar gate is here. And it's just to the right, behind this post. And hope that nobody would take it. You then missed the start.
Then my mother phoned and I couldn't get her off the phone. So
you had to go down to get my jacket, by which time she had no idea where I was on the course, because of course I then started. So we've got 0 footage from the time trial. So yay to another race video that we have 0 footage from. I don't know why you watch these videos, honestly guys. It was rapid. Okay, so I'm probably not the only one that averaged 44k an hour. Well, I almost did a sub 1 hour 50, which would have been like absolutely cacking it. It was flying. Average 319 watts, normalized 324. So perfect difference there. Literally like 5 watts. Intensity factor of 0.9. Finished very strong. The last like 30 minutes, I averaged 340 watts. Yeah, so the course is fairly flat. Like it's up and down a dual carriageway. There is a back road which kind of goes up and down. My bladder thing worked a treat. So I recommend, if any of you are thinking of doing it, test it first, but it worked very well. Average heart rate 150, max 171. So I'm going to ride back now. Charlie thinks I'm crazy for riding back, but at the end of the day, and I explain this quite a lot, like I need to do that. For me to just do a 2-hour ride today is not enough, so I need to ride more. The sun is coming up in the direction I'm heading, so I'm going to change kit, see you back in the flat. Yeah, I think it's imperative. Lovely little map. How do I take my top off under here? Can I or not? Oh, I don't care. I don't care, there's washing behind me. Yeah, that was a good ride. That was a good ride. That was a good day. It was a 3.5 hour ride back, so it was about 100k. Yeah, the ride back definitely cemented my feelings. Today was one of those rare days where I feel like I'm flying. Like even to my standards, like I'm usually like strong most days. That doesn't mean I don't have days that are like next level. And today was one of those days that felt like next level. Like I think I averaged is like I'm a hill climber, or at least that's what people keep telling me. Like I'm a hill climber, and that's my job. In reality, like that was a road bike time trial today. I hope I won the event. Like, by the time this video goes out, there'll be some results up, hopefully, so I can put them on the screen. Pat myself on the back more for the ride that I did in the overall event, knowing full well that, like, you know, anything in that 1 hour 40 to 1 hour 50 mark is fast for 50 miles. That's what I'm more proud of today, is like actually being very quick on the flat as well as, well, up a climb. Am I quick up a climb? I guess I am. But I'm not just a hill climber, you know. I think it's funny, like when I did the race, the crit race the other day, people were saying, oh, it's not a Zwift race, you know, it's a real race, you know, make sure you remember the corner. That's the first 50-mile time trial I've ever done. Like, that's the first time I've gone like full send for 50 miles. And it felt good to do it on a road bike, and it felt like quite raw, like to do it blunt, as we say. Thank you to the sponsors for making me go fast. Thank you to those of you who watched. It's time for food. Not gonna lie, I'm pretty wiped out. That's another 1000 TSS week done. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one. You're the best.
What did I do?
You did everything.